Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Ali LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining us at the broadcast table tonight, our very special guest, Shams Charania. Great to have you with us, Shams.
Great to be here, BA. Great to be here with you guys. I very much look forward to this.
Here we go. Here's ABC. Now the starting group for the visitors. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Outside Achua, from the arc, nails it from three.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's ABC. It's rebounded by Salon. To the middle. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm sure the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
Just 5 to shoot. Money from 17 feet out.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
ABC, the pass to Maxwell. Here's ABC. It's tipped. Achua with a steal. Got a piece of it. And he drives in, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Pass to Simpson. Out to the right wing. From deep three-point land. And that one's good. ABC's got 7 points in the game.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
At the line for 2.
That one's off. And the sense was the back half of this year's draft was a little thinner than normal. Why was that, Shams?
It's because the money is getting bigger and bigger in college basketball. And a lot of those potential late first or second round picks can just simply make more money in college than go to the NBA. So as these new rules start to regulate and the revenues potentially get shared more across the schools, potentially it normalizes a little bit. But these players in college are able to make essentially the NBA minimum, if not higher the NBA minimum, even as second-round potential picks.
Good point. Great open look there.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you gotta love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Here's Salon. Pass to Simpson. Puts up a 3. Drains the triple. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's gonna be a battle for sure.
To the wing, right side. Here's ABC. He has 7. Just 4 to shoot. Drops in the 3. He has 7.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Pass to Salon. And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide-open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
Inside, his first shot coming late, and off the front iron, and in it goes.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
This one for three. The shot, no good. Got 7 of 8 in the basket. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Gone an impressive 8 of 9. Top of the key. And it's ABC missing. Gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Pass to Simpson. Over to the wing. The 3. The rebound by Duncan. There's a minute 59 left to play in the first quarter. And it's ABC missing. Shooting a phenomenal 60% in the first.
Away team foul. Number 23.
Johns, we've heard Commissioner Silver suggest that with the global audience for the game, team markets... Here's Rice. He's scoreless. Puts it up from 17. First shot won't go. Shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. Pass to ABC. Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass.
And this is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. A tight one here in New York City. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Here's ABC. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. ABC's got 11. And Shams, the landscape of the Eastern Conference drastically shifted by the run of Achilles tears in last year's playoffs.
Yeah, BA, it felt like one after the other. Every week there was something big in the playoffs last year. And devastating for the teams particularly, but the league at large. In situations like these, only amplify those voices saying that the league has to find a way to figure out how to protect players from injury. Is it lesser regular season games during the regular season? Is there a formula? Is there a method? Potentially decrease the amount of significant injuries we see.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's ABC. And Halls pulls it down. Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Down low. Tipped. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
For one, Hank Aldridge.
And the technical free throw is good. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Clock at 6. Simpson, off target from outside. Shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big Three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
Here's ABC. No good. Unable to win this run.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
They retain possession. And a miss there on the triple. Salon, he's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Pass to ABC. Here's the three. Knocks it down from distance. ABC's got 14 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Simpson. Off target at the rim.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And that one's good. ABC.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And even as the NBA enters the first year of its lucrative new broadcasting deal, Sham, still plenty of fixation on the ratings.
Yeah, BA, and we've heard directly from the league that it's part of the culture of the NBA to be self-critical. And when you look at the growth of the NBA year over year, perhaps that restlessness is part of the reason why the league is thriving in a lot of ways. They're going to continue to find innovative ways, whether it's their TV deals, innovations on social media, innovations with other platforms to continue to get the NBA out there.
Well, one thing we know, they listen and they never stand still. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. With a 9-footer.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
They set the pick. Here's Simpson. Maxwell grabs a miss. Here's ABC. 16 points for him.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Achua. And there's the rejection. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Pulls it from the corner. The offensive rebound. Count the basket. He's got 5.
They love to work for second chance points. That's how you win on the margins.
Here's ABC. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one comes up a bit short. 1:52 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Achua. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
First personal foul.
On Tuesday, and then on Thursday.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And that one's good. ABC.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period, 2 here in the second.
Pass to Salon. 1:25 left in the first half of this game. To the middle. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
substitution on the court.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
41. And it's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to...
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the result.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Shooting efficiently, 50% so far. And it's time for an injury report.
He said there was some strong pain in the chest area, especially when breathing in. Likely at least one rib is broken. So right out of the gate this season, they are dealing with a setback, and hopefully they can adjust and still get off to a strong start.
Away team ball.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Unfortunately, that's not the news fans were hoping for.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Achua with a screen. Here's Salome. Three-pointer. Buries it from 3. Salome, he's got 8 points.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Pass to ABC. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Maxwell. Achua defending. Here's ABC. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Tipped. It's deflected.
This is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made one of your first 4 shots.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
First team foul.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Here's Salome. Give him 8. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. Maxwell grabs a miss. Maxwell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. No coverage that time.
Number 23.
ABC's got 9 points in the quarter.
What agility. I love how he gets the defender off balance, breaks his ankles, and drills the shot.
Yeah, and it's one thing to score on a guy, it's another to flat out torture.
Can they get it? Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Out left to the wing. Pass to Duncan. Sweet little floater. Duncan's got his first 2 points of the night.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Left side of Chua. There's a screen to the paint. Let's go with a 3. And it's ABC with a rebound. ABC's got his 4th rebound in this one. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. It's good.
I just love the ball.
Here's Simpson. Pass to Achua. Takes the 3. And it's ABC with a rebound.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
It's intercepted. Here's Salone. Give him 8 points now. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes and biting his tongue.
Shooting around 44%. Not bad. Pass this along. And it's rejected. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Just 3 to shoot. Here's ABC. Give him 30.
This team looks so focused out there trying to increase their lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Pass this along. They still need this. It doesn't go for him.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Here's Duncan. Lets the 3 fly. He buries it from 3. Duncan's got 5.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
And it's ABC in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside of Chua. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good. 2 points.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Well, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
Achua for 3. Travers with a rebound.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Here's ABC. And that one off the back of the rim and in. ABC's got 13 points here in the second half alone. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
NBA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. ABC's got 34.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Pass to Achua. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Launches it. Can't hit that one.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Here's ABC to the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Achua with a screen. "19-footer. And it's ABC with a rebound. ABC's got rebound number 8 now. Inside. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And the three-pointer goes.
Timeout.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Both teams deciding to change it up. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Pass to Salah. To the paint. It's stolen away. Here's ABC. Here's Maxwell. ABC, the pass to Maxwell.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Simpson. Back to Achua. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Gotten all 6 shots to fall in the 4th quarter. Here's ABC. Pass to Duncan. Here's ABC. Achua defending. Clock at 6. Here's ABC. It's rebounded by Salon. Here's Simpson. The rebound by Duncan.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's ABC. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
Gone 7 of 8 in this 4th quarter. Ooh, the shot misses. Got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Another steal. Ooh, they pick off the pass. It's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
19-footer is good.
Boy, he is just putting this team on his back right now, and when he's got his rhythm, you just keep playing through him.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Get left fans on the court.
Gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this 4th. Right side Achua. Let's loose for 3. Just in time with the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Oh, he misses the layup.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Money from three.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Shooting at about 51% for the game so far on this one. Takes a 13-footer. Down goes the jumper.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
It's gone! What a J!
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Simpson. Shoots a three, deflected, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
The visiting club takes the win on the road.
That's the end of the
A
game.
statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was an enemy territory, and they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports